All right, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Welcome back to the Point Podcast, baby. Episode 60.
Hooray!
That was 60 claps really quick. Welcome back, episode 60. We're at now 5 years and we can retire.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I'll probably be like 85 by the time we're ready.
If we're lucky.
You're nearly ready to retire. Crazy. Old and fat. Crazy. All right, so welcome to episode 60 of the Point Podcast. Quickly, little thing I want to say is thank you everyone for 300 subscribers now.
Yay.
Our year goal was originally, I think, 100, and then we bumped it to 200, and now
we hit it too fast.
We hit it too fast, and now we're at 300. We're actually at like 304. We actually went up a few today. But
over the hump.
I would like to try and get to 333 by the end of the year. So a third of the way to 1,000, and next year, aiming high, I want to try and hit 1,000.
Yeah.
We'll just have to do some crazy shit. Throw Brock in a shark tank or something.
No thanks.
Why not?
I don't like sharks.
Well, that's the point of it.
You're not doing it because you enjoy it. Otherwise, that's not punishment.
Maybe we get you some gaming sharks. I don't know. What's some cool gaming sharks? Were the street sharks in a game? Was there a street sharks game?
I don't know. I feel like there was, but...
That's enough of that. All right, so we got a few videos coming out soon. Just nothing too crazy, some game videos, so get ready for those. Beans really wants to play PT.
Yeah.
Beans hit me up a few times the last few days saying, can I please play PT? I want to play PT, blah, blah, blah. So we might have Beans playing PT. That was Bella for a few episodes ago, if you remember that one.
It feels like ages ago that Bella was on.
It does feel like ages ago. It was like 5-6 weeks ago.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then we had Gabe a few weeks ago as well. I have to get another guest soon.
Yes.
Too bad we don't know anyone else. All right, so let's get into it today. There was a couple things we wanted to talk about. What I quickly wanted to talk about, new game-wise that came out, we didn't end up buying it, so we're going to have really informed opinions, is Outer Worlds 2 came out.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's sort of the sentiment.
This is a game that when did we see the first trailer?
Game Awards?
Game Awards
yeah.
last year. I think there was already a trailer, but that was the one where we were like, whoa, yeah.
Yeah, we were very psyched for it at the time.
Yep.
And now it's out. And
It's definitely a game.
It's a game.
Everything I've heard about Outer Worlds 2 is like, yeah, it's fun. It's just more of the first game.
Yeah, not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing, but...
Not pushing the bound all that much.
Yeah.
Just kind of
I
keeping with it.
Also heard with Outer Worlds 2 that apparently it doesn't run very well. I've been seeing people saying like, I'm running this game on high and I've got like a 50, 70, 50, 80 and I'm getting like 40 frames.
That's disgusting.
I have issues with not issues with the people, but I have issues with how many people.
What people do you have issues with?
You know the ones.
Do you want to clarify for that?
Nope. No, the kinds of people who, the second they start having issues in a game, they assume that, hey, I've sunk this much into a computer, it should be able to run everything at maximum. But they don't actually go into, like, they don't fine tune any of the settings. They just hit like, yeah, preset maximum, and then go, oh, I've got a 5080. It should be able to run everything. Yeah, but you've got like a 10th generation i5. It's gonna be okay, but it's not gonna do maximum on current games.
Yeah, I understand that. A lot of people are saying this game looks very similar to the first game graphically.
Which again,
it's not a problem.
Thing.
Like, graphics aren't the be all end all. We've said that plenty of times. There's times where I think it's egregious where they don't put the effort in, like Pokemon, and that's my biggest hold up with Pokemon.
This is something we're getting sidetracked. I had this thought today that I wish I'd said to you guys at the time, where I was like, there are plenty of games in the same sort of like financial ballpark of like, hey, look how much we rake in versus how much we put into it. Like
Pokemon ZA you're talking in regards to, yeah.
I would put Fortnite in that same thing, where Fortnite, for how much they rake in, I would expect them to be starting to try and like, hey, let's push out something far more.
I completely disagree with that if you do as well.
In the last like 5 years, what Epic have done with that franchise and that game is ridiculous.
Exactly.
It is ridiculous. Yeah, they've sunk money and time
just
and everything else.
Partnerships, modes. They've done the Roblox features. That's exactly my problem though. Like, they just sunk it into, hey, guess what? We got The Simpsons on here now. Hey, we've got, you can run around as Peter Griffin. Oh, you can jump around as Thanos and but. Like,
I don't know. The game looks it looks aesthetically good. It looked good to start with. and it wasn't making that much money.
I'm not saying it looks bad at all.
Yeah,
but I'm saying
what are you trying to say
the
then?
same argument you're putting against Pokemon for,
I
hey,
don't think so.
look how much money they're making versus how much effort
No,
they
that's
put
not
into
the thing. It's about how much money they've got and then how much effort and money they put into the game. Fortnite put in unbelievable amounts of effort into that game.
Yeah, and that was after it succeeded. So when it was Save the World, it still had a really distinctive art style, which they put in, and they didn't know it was going to be big or not.
No, I like
Epic had money.
I like some of the Gaga songs.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like they put the effort in. So I don't think it's the same as Pokemon. They knew it was going to be enough of a hit. They put barely any money in, and they just cut corners like crazy. I'm not saying quickly, Pokemon ZA, I think it looks bad. Quality of the game, I think graphically it looks bad. I'm not saying the game's not fun and not good. I'm not saying that. I think a lot of people are having fun with it, and I don't have a problem with that. I'm going to get the game probably. But I'm just saying it graphically looks bad, and some people interpret it as you saying it's the worst thing that's ever happened.
Fair.
It's also not the best thing that's ever happened, but let's not get that.
I think the game could cost a little bit less, but I think the game runs and looks fine. There's some little areas here and there where I'm like, yeah, you could have polished that a bit more. But like,
you're also Nintendo cup.
It looks flat as fuck, man.
It does look flat.
It looks so flat.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that one. Everything looks very flat.
Everything's looked flat since Sword and Shield.
I'd say it looks flat before that, but
you guys see that video?
It's just less noticeable with those because it's all like fixed camera angle.
Oh, I understand, but it's just not that.
They
hard.
probably put more money into Sword and Shield as well.
Oh, they would have. It's a proper mainline game. I'm pretty sure they did.
But like, what was that? 13 million for ZA? Was the production
It was
budget?
something like that, yeah.
You can't cut corners like. I mean, they're going to because there's just more money they're going to make, but it's a bit of ridiculous effort.
We've gotten very sidetracked. Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah, so everything I'm seeing from it is that, yeah, it's cool, but no one's blown away by it, which sucks. I saw this thing on Twitter the other day talking about Obsidian Entertainment, who make the Outer Worlds, and their current other games at the moment is Enshrouded and then Grounded 2.
They didn't do Enshrouded.
Yeah, they did.
Obsidian? No.
Yeah, they did.
I think you Avowed.
Avowed, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I was about to say Enshrouded.
What's Enshrouded? I don't remember.
Enshrouded's like think Minecraft, but more realistic, and you can only have 16 people. And RPG sort of elements. It's very fun.
I've got no fucking clue. All right.
That didn't narrow it down at all.
Yeah. It's open world, but it's actually single player and linear, but you can actually play MMO or so.
With 16 people.
All right. So Obsidian, they've made, obviously, Outer Worlds, have made Avowed. They made Grounded 2. That's like the more current games they've had. I saw a take on Twitter talking about, I haven't seen a company fall off so hard in the last decade, saying Obsidian made like goated games up to 2015, and then since then it's all been meh.
Yeah, everyone gets really excited when they're working on a game, but then when it comes out, it's just like, hey, this game's out. It's really cool. Oh. Yeah. It's like, it falls off so fast.
I feel like they just haven't had anything banging. I love Obsidian. Like, New Vegas is one of my favorite games. And there's so much love and little things they did in that game to make it better.
And for as much as all of their games are very much like they fall under the radar very quick, none of them are bad games.
No, none of them are bad. They're just very much like a 7 out of 10, 6.5 type of deal. Not bad, but not blowing my socks off.
I think in this day and age of like so many people now having so much to spend on games, you need something to keep your audience there. It's well past our time of like you get maybe 2 or 3 games a year, so you sink all your time and effort into them.
Yep. There needs to be something that hooks you. Yeah.
Because Avowed, I played Avowed for about, I reckon, 2 or 3 hours. It had some really cool mechanics. Like I was like expecting to be like a Skyrim sort of game, and then it's like the magic was more in depth, and the weapons were cool, and all like the NPCs had like a lot of depth and stuff. And then I'm like, okay, I got to go do this mission, and then I just put it down and never played it again.
That was exactly my experience as well.
I was like, I mean, the Skyrim missions to start with weren't anything like super engaging, but then at the same time, you go to this, and it's like, oh, I need to go talk to this person. I'm like, okay, cool. I've had all my fun with the magic now. I'm sure it gets a lot better, but also now I have to do something apparently meant to be exciting, and it didn't catch my attention at all.
I think the overarchingness of both Skyrim or Elder Scrolls and Fallout with just your character progression and upgrading, and then always wanting to find new loot and upgrading fairly consistently, and the new perks, especially in Fallout, is what keeps those games way more entertaining as time goes on. And then also environments. They do a lot of, not little, but not massive things and it always feels like you're finding something new, and it's not really getting old till you get really late game. Where a lot of these other games, they don't have a hook.
Yeah.
The thing with Avowed was Skyrim has memorable areas because I'd say the opposite, where like you were saying, like they do environmental storytelling. I suppose you were trying to say they do that.
Oh, not necessarily that, but just that's also a factor. I think it's just interesting areas. That's one big thing.
I'd say the opposite, where 90% of taking Skyrim, for example, 90% of the map of the game world is completely forgettable and just generic, the exact same.
I agree with Skyrim. I don't think so with Fallout.
I'd agree somewhat.
At least in New Vegas.
Because most of it is all the same. So the bits that do stand out are far more memorable because they stand out from the rest of it. Avowed in particular, I remember little bits and pieces of that game, but all the areas all seemed like they were so vibrant and so much detail and everything. It was too much.
Did it blend together?
Yes.
Almost. That's what I sort of got from just watching the game.
Yeah, like when you first get to that first town, when you get off the boat and the water looks hectic and you're like, all right, cool, there's all these like stone buildings and stuff. And then you walk through the town, you're like, there's a lot more of this. And then there's a massive big bush. And then there's a little wall thing. And then there's more of the same buildings. It's like everything looks fantastic. It's just not, there's no thing like, I'm going to go over to that big castle over there because that looks interesting. It's just like you might find something over there if you walk all the way through the bushes. There wasn't anything to get you excited to go play more.
You know what I think is one big thing that pulls me into an open world game that I haven't really thought about till recently is that if it feels lived in, it doesn't necessarily need to have all these things. Fallout works really well because the whole setting of the game, it's post-apocalyptic. There's not going to be a billion people everywhere. You feel like you find little sediments and there's abandoned things and it feels real. And that's why games like GTA 5 still feel like you don't feel alone in that open world.
Yeah.
Even though the NPCs aren't especially smart.
No.
But the whole map, like I can recite that whole GTA 5 map blindfolded. Like, I mean, I know where everything is and I know I can easily, it's really memorable.
It's like that meme of like people go to LA and people go, I've been here, I've been through Los Santos because they know everything's the same. They go, I know how to get to where we're going.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like Fallout's really good at that. Elder Scrolls really good at that. And there's just a lot of other games that, I mean, I know Avowed wasn't an open world game, was it? Wasn't it like pseudo open world?
Pseudo open was the best way to put it. Yeah.
So it's not a fair comparison, but I think a lot of those worlds and things in those games they just don't hold a candle to it because they probably put the focus in the wrong things.
Yeah.
And this is extreme backseat game development right now, but at least that's what I feel like my experience is as a player.
Yeah. I mean, even playing, like, turning it back to the Outer Worlds, at least the series, now that it is a series, the first one, my experience with that, like, I really only played that first area, finished it, went to the next area, and then kind of dropped off after that.
Okay, yeah.
I never finished it, and it was one of those games
I don't know
that
anyone who's finished it, honestly.
Yeah, it's same with Avowed. I have both those games still installed on my computer because they're both games where I look at it and go, I'm going to go back to them one day.
Yep.
I want to go back to them one day. I never go back.
Yeah, I've got that with Kingdom Come Deliverance too. Like, I really wanted to enjoy that. I sat down to play it on PC and I'm like, this is a couch game. I have it on PC.
Yep.
And I'm like, yeah, I can just play it in bed, laying down, hook it up to the TV. I also have to be especially in the mood to play a game like that where I could go, I'm not doing anything for 9 hours.
Yep.
I have to sit down and I have to focus just on this or I'm not getting anywhere.
And one of the big things that's preventing you now is that it's been too long. You can't just jump back into your pre-existing save.
I absolutely can. I have done literally nothing. I have done maybe 25 minutes of that game. My problem with
going back to the Outer Worlds one is like, I've forgotten a lot of stuff. I'd have to start this again. And then I'm like, I know how much time I've sunk into that so far. I don't really want to.
If it's 15 hours, just start it again.
It was more than that.
Yeah.
Like I checked every single thing I could on that first.
When did you last play it though?
It's been like 2 years.
No, just restart it. Restart it. Who cares?
Actually, no, it would have been. No, it was before I was working with you, so it's longer.
It's been like 4 or 5 years then.
Yeah.
Just restart it.
You're not going to remember anything that happens anyway. There's no point trying to jump back into it.
Yeah.
But
probably won't go back.
Yeah, everything I'm seeing from the Outer Worlds 2 is, like I said, it's more of the same and not necessarily not bad, but not necessarily that good.
I'll probably play it at one point.
Yeah, I think I will as well. But I said that about the first game. I
have the Game of the Year edition. I haven't touched it.
Tried to play it a few times. The biggest thing I have with the Outer Worlds is I'm not a massive fan of the aesthetic. It seems like almost futuristic cyberpunk.
Yeah.
In ways, and that just not cyberpunk, steampunk. Futuristic, like steampunky, like it's a little bit weird, but like I just don't like the art style in those games.
See, that's not the vibe I got from it. Like, futuristic for sure. It's a sci-fi game.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Steampunk, no.
No, it's like a bit more industrial.
Yeah.
But not in a cyberpunk way. It's hard to explain, but I wasn't really a massive fan of the aesthetic, which it sucked because I can't believe how much it turned me off the game.
Yeah,
it looks cool, but I think I'm going to give it a miss for now. I was really keen, but as more time came up, I haven't had a game like that for ages. Yeah. And the more I see of it, I'm like, actually, no, I don't think I will.
And I mean, after the last few weeks of how many games we've purchased and played, and
I need
to sit with the games I've purchased and played to actually get to that. Speaking of that, Arc Raiders finally came out.
Yep.
I was very, very excited, and I really, really want to love this game. It's not great.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with the visuals, the sound design. The enemy AI is really interesting, and they've done a lot of cool things with it. Skin's great. UI looks fantastic. The gameplay is stuck in a loop, and it is not great at all. I don't like getting rolled by players.
I think I could have told you this.
Yeah. It comes with the genre of game being extraction shooter.
That's what I mean. Extraction shooters, I love the concept. I don't love how they just can't be properly
you can't take your time with them.
No, not that, but yes, you're right. I can't even think of the word. They can't balance them properly.
No, absolutely not.
With playtime, because there's so many people who sink their lives into these games. Yeah. Like the game's been out for 4 days and they've already put 48 hours in. Yeah. Like how, like, do you have a life?
Yeah.
That's not trying to be a dig, which it sort of is at the same time. Like, what the fuck are you doing? But like, how do you put that much time in? And then if you're so high level and not necessarily even skilled, just like be weapon geared, like things like that.
The things that you can't progress as a new player.
It doesn't make it fun for anyone else new to jump in.
I'm probably going to cop flack for this online.
And by us.
Yeah, maybe by you. You might you might both agree with me. You never know. So I think the people that manage to sink so much time into these games, particularly like new release games, and like you buy the game day one, you have to work all day, you get home, you like maybe sink 2 hours into it, you have the next day off, you turn it on and you see that there's other people that already have the like 48 hours, and you're just like, the game's only been out for 48 hours. You've been playing it non-stop. I think the majority of the people who have that sort of ability to play those games are people who, and again, I'm not going to cop flack for this, they're not people that work.
Yes.
They're not people that have like difficulties or anything. They're people who are on some sort of scheme where, hey, I managed to qualify just enough that I don't have to work. I know what this is going to sound like, and I'm sorry.
He means every word of what he's trying to say.
What they are, they're neats.
They are neats, yeah. They get.
Do you know what a neat is?
No.
No employment.
It's a Japanese term. There's a lot of people who are basically like otakus, which you know what an otaku is, yeah. And they don't work and they just lounge around and play games, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's definitely not it. Not educated, no education, employment, or training. I believe that's what it's.
Not in education.
Yeah.
You're just existing.
They're stay-at-home shut-ins. Like
no employment, education, or training.
Yes. The reason why I say that, like, I get the feeling that's what those people who manage to sink that much time into them are, is because I know someone who, and they're a lovely person. I can't find a single fault against them. They're a little bit intense, but some people can be. I know someone who is on one of those, like, it's a
government assistance scheme.
It's an assistance scheme, yeah, but it's a neurological one. Like, they're all there, but they just managed to qualify that, like, it's too difficult for me to have a 9 to 5, so I get assistance.
Yep.
They are one of the people who, the second a big release game comes out, They have it, and they will sink every waking moment into it.
Yep.
And it kind of like, I've played plenty of games with them over the like past, how long have I known them? 15, 20 years maybe. Biggest one I played with them was Ark.
Okay. Yep.
We've talked about how much time I have in Ark. They've got, I think last I checked, they had almost double my time.
Yep.
Because they did not have to go to work. They did not have to worry about any sort of like, I need to have income coming in. I need to, they barely sleep most of the time. Like it could have changed since then. But yeah, when we were playing Ark, all their time was in Ark. They did not do anything else. I mean, part of it, I'm talking partly from jealousy here, where like I miss being able to do that myself, where it was like, I don't have any external responsibilities or anything. I can just sink 100% of my time into games.
Yep.
A week a year, I think, is enough. I think after that period of time, I think I'd get quite over it, or at least bored to some extent.
I definitely do miss that a little bit, but at the same time, I used to be like, I feel like I'm a bit of a workaholic. Like I don't stop. What's that look?
You think you're a bit of a workaholic, eh?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I work a fair bit. But I definitely feel like I was the inverse of that. I used to just do fuck all, but like,
do you think that's
straight out of
why
high
you
school.
flipped it?
No, I don't. Maybe partially. I think a lot of it was that I don't know how much you can put this down to genes. My dad is a crazy workaholic. Does not stop.
I wouldn't
feel
put
like
it down
mum's
to-
a bit like that as well.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Put it down to genes at all. I put it down to upbringing. Although my mum's a workaholic and I'm anything but.
Yeah.
So
Glad you said it. You're done for bullying again.
But no, I very much got to that point where like I feel bad if I just sit down and play a game all day. Like I feel like I've wasted the day. Like I can do it.
Depends on the day
I can
to me.
easily do it. That's why I love rainy days so much.
It's an excuse to do nothing.
Exactly.
yeah, there's no
That's the
guilt on it. Yeah.
biggest thing I've always said is I love rainy days because then I don't feel guilty for not doing anything.
Yeah. I also hate going out into the sun, so I mean they work in tandem.
I love the sun. I just don't get it as much anymore because of work.
Days that are too hot, it's the same thing. Like rainy days definitely feel more cozy.
No, but yeah.
But yeah, days that are
if
too
it's too
hot, it's just
fucked,
like, I'm just going to sit on the couch right underneath the aircon and...
Best memories was sitting on a beanbag when I was like 8 or 9 and it was like 35 degrees outside with like a Zupa Duper or something. Just sitting on the beanbag playing Ratchet and Clank.
PS2.
Oh,
Yeah.
goated.
I will say I do remember it would have been probably about like 8 or 9 years ago when Fighter Z, Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z came out. It came out on, I think, Australia Day or something. I went into local game shop, got it. It was boiling that day, and I just went home and I played that all day. That was such a good it's hot. I'm just going to turn off and play this. But back onto what we're saying about people just no-lifing these games. They're essentially just whales on the game.
Yeah.
They just sink all their time into it, and they must drop enough money that it makes it viable for these companies to do this. Because I feel
some of them do for sure.
Because there's just so many people that it makes the game not accessible.
But I know plenty who don't sink any money into it. They literally just because of their playtime, they grind everything.
Yeah.
They're,
I'm saying for a profitability from the company.
For the actual
that's what I'm trying to say,
developers,
because there's so many extraction shooters coming out. I mean, I don't know if bloody the Bungie game's coming out anymore. I forgot the name.
Marathon.
it's been pushed back.
There's all that drama with the copywriting and that they were stealing.
So hilarious.
There's a lot of stuff going on with Marathon.
So funny.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on there, but that was extraction shooter. This is extraction shooter. I feel like there's like 3 or 4 every couple of weeks that get announced.
It's the new battle royale.
Yeah, but I don't hear anywhere near as many people get synced in. Like
it's because it's the same group that were originally on Tarkov, then went to this game. They're migrating through the problem,
and they must be putting enough money in to make it viable.
I don't even know.
I don't know many people that I know. One person who actively plays Tarkov. I know a lot of people that have tried it, and
I couldn't get through a second game.
Yeah, or like if they played a little bit of it. Like the only person I know who actively plays it is Dean.
Yeah, I got Keen. Keen plays it.
Yeah, Keen. But I mean, he also luckily with his job
gets the benefit of.
He gets basically the neat lifestyle, but actually is working.
Yeah, he works from home.
He works a lot.
He's good money, that man.
Yeah. That was the whole reason I was managed to put so much hours into Ark, was because at the time I had a shift job where I was like, I work 2 hours in the morning. I work a bunch of hours in the afternoon. I have the entire middle of the day free.
Yeah, to do something.
I was just I need something to kill time, so I'm going to play this dinosaur game.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to like Arc Raiders.
Yep.
Like, everything about it was like, yes, this is going to be hectic. I just don't... Like, I mean, we played a couple games last night, some on Saturday, Friday when it came out, and it was like, okay, we're ready for this. It's just like the beta. Get through a few games. Oh, we got stomped by a team. You look at them, level 25. So,
yeah,
they're just better, I guess. Next game, same thing. We're in the starting area. Group straight away, gone. And it's like, the game started, it's 30-minute rounds for however long till you have to extract. We're getting rolled in the first 2 minutes. I was like, that's not, whether or not they've got better gear or not, that's just shouldn't happen off rip.
That makes it completely not fun.
I feel that game will, because I know a lot of people online are saying this is the best extraction shoot ever, blah, blah. I don't know what type of games they're playing, but it's not that yet.
No.
I think Steam said there was like 95% or something of the 24,000 reviews were positive. All the other negative reviews are exactly what I'm talking about. Everything about the game's fantastic until you play the game.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't get...
play style, yeah.
I think it needs a PvE mode before, because I'll probably refund it.
PvE would make me play that game.
Yes, same.
I think, because the AI and the robots, it's like actually quite trying to work out what to do and how to like navigate the situation. Fantastic. It works really, really well. And the level design is ridiculous. But the looming threat of another player sniping you from a roof because they've had 20 hours more than I have in the game and have a scope.
Yeah.
Takes all the fun out of it.
Like something you said about like you had a good sniper rifle and it took you what, 6 shots to take down
another player? 6 shots to
player?
take down some, I think it's called the snitch drone or something.
Oh, it wasn't even another player. It was
No. This is just a floating drone that alerts more robots to come to your location. If there's 3 of us and we can't kill this one little thing with our guns, and then 3 more robots come, it's just a red cycle until we all ran out of heals, and then it's like, all right, this is it. We went to Battlefield, and then those games are bad, and we're like, I think we're going to refund Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
If they manage to fit a PvE mode into that, I will happily buy that game again.
The aesthetic of it reminds me a lot of, you might remember this, Generation Zero. Did either of you...
I played Generation Zero.
I've heard about it. I haven't played
that
it.
game. I haven't played it recently. It needed a lot of polish.
It did.
Didn't they make a second one?
No.
I thought they did.
Generation 1.
I think they were in talks to possibly make a second one. But no, I loved the first one. When it first came out, yes, indeed, it needed a lot of polish. I picked it up again maybe 4 or 5 months after when it came out.
Yeah.
And
4 out of 10 IGN gave it.
Oh, wow, okay.
We can't trust their scores.
Yeah.
But I loved it. I was playing it with a couple of friends, and it is, I mean, from what I saw you guys doing the other night.
From the photos, very, very, very similar.
It is just, I was about to say Escape from Tarkov then. No, it is Arc Raiders, but just PvE.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very positive now on Steam because I remember
this game. I think I had it on PlayStation.
Yeah, I had it on PS5
because it was a
PS4
free or
actually.
something like that.
I bought it on PS4. I remember they jumped on and they changed a fair bit.
They changed a lot, yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of support.
With each big DLC they've released, part of the DLC has been added to the base game for free.
That's kind of cool.
Yes.
Like when GTA used to give you the cars from the online free thing every month, and then they stopped it.
When GTA stopped putting in the online DLC, the single player, I don't know why they just keep doing that. There's for example, say there's 200 weapons in the online multiplayer. There's 25 on single player.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would you just not add that stuff in there? It's not that hard.
No, it's not. It's literally just move code.
And a lot of the time, it's you don't even need to put any dialogue in or anything for it.
It's the same mod. And I'm simplifying this. It literally feels like it should just be is in single player? Yes, no. It's just ticking a box.
Because you walk into the ammunition and it's like, oh, you get the normal guns on the wall. There's 8 or 9 of them. And then you go, cool. All the new ones, they all fit on the wall still.
Yeah.
Everything
I can
fits
see
there.
all the blank spots where they should be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Silly,
who knows?
Silly.
But no, final review for Arc Raiders for you?
I really want to give it an 8, but I just can't do it until I want to play more, but it doesn't have what I want yet. I need PvE.
Yeah.
So I'll probably give it a 6. And that's the extra 4 points are just purely on, it doesn't feel like the other players are better. They feel like they're just hunting for sport and not actually playing the game.
Yeah, I feel like definitely a PvE mode in that game isn't us being it's not like a...
It's not too hard.
It's not a get good situation. No. It's a, sorry, I don't have the time to sink in to get the level 1 billion loot when I've been at work all day and I get maybe maybe accumulatively like 10 or 12 hours a week to play this game, and there's someone who's sinking that into a single day and they're doing that 5 times. Sorry, you got to make it so it's at least fun to me, or there's a server where it's everyone's the same level, loot level or something, and you get
some
looped up.
form of matchmaking,
or just make it PvE,
like not throwing all the players like, hey, wildly inconsistent skill levels or
it just
play time.
Which I guess it's you just join a server, you play a game, and it's whatever. But I really want to enjoy it, and I can't do that yet.
Yeah, which sucks, and it sucks that the game has just come out and it's like that.
Yeah, the beta was so good because I think they reset it every time they did a weekend.
Yep.
And it was like we're all back to basic. We all suck.
And there's probably a lot more people in it, and the people who have no-lifed it, who bought it, are the ones going to no-life it. So that's probably why you're in the minority there. Yeah, well, that sucks, but hopefully it gets better by the end of the year. I heard a few people say, Game of the Year contender. I'm like, no. I don't think Arc Raiders is anywhere
For vibe,
in the
absolutely. Not even remotely close in the Game of the Year names. We've had some ridiculous games
Just quickly, like off the top of your head, do you guys have any, what do you think are going to be Game of the Year contenders so far? I think
Battlefield 6 for sure.
I don't think Battlefield 6 will even be in that.
You reckon?
For online multiplayer?
Yeah, no, but I mean like Game of the Year. Actual Game of the Year, what do you think contenders are? I think
Yote.
I'm trying to think what else came out.
Borderlands 4.
Silent Hill F.
Silent Hill F. Expedition 33.
Yeah, I honestly think that'll.
Sure.
I think that's going to win. I think Expedition 33 is probably going to win.
That came out this year.
Yeah.
What else?
I really need to play that. I've been meaning to. It looks really good. I just want to.
It's on Game Pass, I think.
Too bad I just cancelled my Game Pass.
Yeah, put the prices back down, Microsoft.
Yeah, $35 or $36 a month is ridiculous. It's pretty steep.
These are Australian prices. It's like $28 in the US.
Yeah,
deal with it.
I did talk about it a few weeks ago, saying honestly, there's such good value on there. Like, it's not that bad. I just don't use it enough to utilize it. I still think it's a decent price for what you get. But it's still a lot. You got to think of it. The price of Game Pass Ultimate. Like, I got Ultimate, so the one for PC, which I think is going to be what most people will get now. It's like the price of 3 games a year.
Yeah, I was doing that mathematics. If it's $30, I mean, it's not. I mean, just on Yote and all the rest alone so far, I've already spent that.
But yeah, I think Game of the Year is probably going to go to Clear Obscure.
I'm just quickly scrolling through trying to find any that I'm like, hey, yeah, that's definitely the one that's going to be up
Silk
there.
Song.
Silk Song
will definitely be a contender for Game of the Year.
I think that'll
go. Obscure, Ghost of Yote. I know a lot of people. Kingdom Come was this year.
Yeah.
The people who like that game really like that game. I don't think it's going to win though.
I also don't think, like Borderlands 4, I don't think it might be in the nomination.
It might be just because it'll be a bigger game, but there's a big chance it probably won't be. I think it's going to be Expedition 33 that will win. I think that's like the indie darling game this year, but there's also very much feels like a AAA game.
Yeah, big money behind it. Voice acting on par.
Everything just looks really good in that
Everything
game.
else I'm seeing here, I'm pretty sure some of these were from 2024, not 2025.
Are you on Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Like what?
Well, there's ones like
Let me look it up.
one Monster Hunter Wilds, which I was like, no, that was definitely 2024. There was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I think you said.
Yep, that came out earlier this year.
Yeah. Where was the other one?
This is really entertaining.
Yeah, well, Brock's taken forever to find the list. I'm just going to go to the Game of the Year predictions, and there's going to be 10 here, and we're going to have a look through all of them.
Yeah, exactly.
Claire Obscura, yep, we mentioned. What else we got? Hollow Knight, Silksong, yes. Hades 2.
Hades 2, yes. I think Hades 2. Honestly, the big 3 that is going to be contender for Game of the Year.
Death Stranding as well.
Nah, it won't be. It looks amazing, but no, it's not. I think the big 3 contenders for Game of the Year this year will be Expedition 33, so Clear Obscure.
Yep.
Hollow Knight Silksong,
yep.
And then Hades 2.
Yep.
And they're all indie games.
Yeah.
I will say, I think they're all amazing games, and they definitely deserve, and I think one of those 3 should probably be Game of the Year. Ghost of Yote is really good.
Yep.
I know people are starting to hate on it because it's just AAA compared to the other guys.
But also, how often do Insomniac make games? Or Sucker Punch, sorry.
Not that often.
Yeah.
5 years ago, last one.
Yeah.
But I will say that I feel like there is such a dick-sucking competition with indie darling games now these days, where people push indie games so hard, and it's great. I want the industry to grow indie games, but it shouldn't discount the effort that Sucker Punch has done for Ghost of Yote. That game's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely need like a mid-tier section where, or not mid-tier, sorry, but like a not quite AAA, but definitely not darling sort of company area.
Value for under $35.
No, I mean, I think they all deserve Game of the Year, but I think there's a lot of people who they just don't even look at those games and they're like, oh, it's just a AAA game. Like, who cares? This indie game's way better just because it's indie and it's very much like an underdog type of thing.
Yeah.
There's times where it's like the AAA games don't deserve to be in there compared to some of those, but Ghost of Yotei made my girlfriend buy a PlayStation, a single game. I'm sorry, but like the Hades 2 or Silk Song or anything like that isn't doing that.
No.
The vibe around it of those kinds of people very much reminds me. My partner used to do fine arts and like sculpture and everything else, and they do exhibitions. The people that would turn up to those, like you'd have a fair bunch of people that were grounded and down to earth and everything, and then you get some of the most nose in the air, uptight fuckwits. That's just like, you're not even human. Like, you're here just because of I need to be out and about and artsy fartsy and have a conflicting opinion.
I did a fucking film degree.
True.
The people who literally thought they were God's gift to Earth and the next director.
Yeah.
And they wanted to do a fucking terrible movie or XYZ thing and thought they were amazing because they had a letterboxd before everyone else did. And they watched all these random like French silent films.
Yeah,
and
noir,
like, bro, shut up. If you like a movie, you like a movie. Not everything needs to be artsy fartsy. Exactly. You can give credit to the good stuff, but you can also give credit to the stuff that is the underground thing or the indie. That's what I think.
Stuff doesn't have to push the envelope to be noteworthy.
Yeah, I think really that the big four games that should be nominees or the main ones for Game of the Year is Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, Clair Obscur, so Expedition 33, because I think Clair Obscur is the French name or something for it. Or the subtitle?
It's Clair Obscur and then it's like semicolon and Expedition.
And then Hollow Knight Silk Song. Those four, I think, are the big ones. I think people want to be giving... they want to chuck in Kingdom Come as
there's,
one.
There's more on the list here that we didn't even talk about. Indiana Jones.
Nah, that was last year to me.
Yeah, it was early Feb.
I've heard people like that, but I've also I don't think.
What else does Polygon here say? Blueprints.
I've heard a lot of good stuff about that.
I have heard people really like that. Yeah.
Split Fiction, and then the other one was Silent Hill F. That was
Silent Hill F is good, but I don't know if it's Game of the Year.
Mentions.
Split Fiction.
That's another one that like everyone talked about for a while and then it just dropped off.
I'm going to go back to that real quick. I tried to play Split Fiction with my girlfriend, and I had a lot of fun with it. It got boring so fucking fast because that game is baby's first game where it's like 4 buttons, and it's good to get people who like their partner or a friend who isn't really into gaming in and playing a bit. It's a really good entry level for that, but oh man, that made me so bored after a while. Jump, shoot, dodge. That's it, but not in interesting environments. The story was corny. The writing is corny. It's a cool idea. I like more co-op games, but I don't think that there should be a contender. I think that's just put in there because it is a unique game. It's one of the ones in that style.
The line it had under it was like, it takes two, take a second game of the year sort of thing. Because didn't they got it for...
Yeah, I think the reason It Takes Two got such good hype is because of the story. It was corny, but they had like...
I never played it, so I don't know.
Because it's about the cool. mum and dad fighting, and then they try and... Well, they're going to get a divorce or something, and then the Book of Love or whatever the hell it is.
I don't know. I don't fully know, but...
I never finished it because it was tedious.
But I think that the big four is going to be Ghost of Yotei, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Hades 2, and then Expedition 33. Yeah. I think
I don't disagree with you at all.
Yeah. I only in that list I need to play Hades 2 and Expedition 33. I might even get Hades 2 tonight. That is such a good
Any games that you think came out this year that won't even get a mention?
I'm looking at the list now and I'm like, there's nothing between now and the end of the year.
I'm going to say Mario Kart World is not going to get a mention.
Donkey Kong.
People were talking...
Oh, Bonanza, that might be on there. Yeah.
I don't think it will win.
Oh, fuck no.
I don't think it will win. Mario Kart, I think, has been such a fart and a win this year. Like, I think that was a misstep as a launch title.
Yeah.
I really do. It's a great game. I think that should have been
It should have been an accompaniment.
a title that you could have bought it.
It should have been. Hey, something else should have been the focus for the launch title. By the way, there's also this just to give a bit of extra value.
Yes.
Yeah.
They should have had an Odyssey 2 or something up their sleeve. It's been 7 years.
Yeah. Or like, I know that it came out a little while later. If they'd done Super Mario Galaxy 3 to tie along with the Galaxy 1 and 2 remake or remaster, sorry.
Snake Eater.
I don't know if they're going to count that because it's such
I mean, they did with what it was Final Fantasy in the list last year.
No, that's a bit different. So with Final Fantasy remakes, they are completely different style games. They're not a remake. It's the same story, but it's like what they did with Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
It's third-person shooter or survival horror person,
and also
fixed-angle camera.
The Final Fantasy ones, they expounded out on the story quite a bit.
And they're multiple games. Where Snake Eater is very much the same thing. They've added a few new features and looks newer. It's the same cutscene, same dialogue. It's like a remaster plus.
Because what was the contenders last year? Where there was like
Bellatra.
Yeah, but there were like 2 or 3 games that had been remade or remastered or something like that.
There was Elden Ring. Was Elden Ring?
Shadow of the Erd Tree.
Yeah, was that
DLC,
on there? Was that last year?
I still don't agree with that. I'm sorry. I mean, I love Elden Ring. I've played that game a fuck ton. But
a DLC to a game that
being game of the year? No, I know it's like an expansion, but that doesn't
you
mean
need the game to get the DLC. You can't just buy that and go, that's my game of the year.
Yeah.
It's stupid.
I mean, like the only exception would be if they did sort of like a Undead Nightmare. Do you remember when Red Dead Undead Nightmare came out and you could buy it as a separate disc and just have Undead Nightmare?
Yeah.
Like if it was something like that, sure, but it's meant as like an expansion. But yeah,
I really do think that the Game Awards needs a remaster section. It needs something for best remaster.
The problem is that there's a lot of remasters, but there could be a year where there's 2. Like it's not super consistent.
Well, not even just remaster / remake, I would say.
But still,
Yeah, but you get 1 year where there's 15 games that get remade, and then you get your 3 years dry. So it's
that's the problem.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
What else did come out this year? There's Dune Awakening. Death Stranding, not if a contender, just to
Death Stranding might if there's like a graphics tier or something like that. Story wise, that's just I love Kojima, but Death Stranding 2, it's a cool story, but like it's the type of thing where I'll just chuck that on in bed while I'm playing something on my phone and just have it as like all cutscenes playing in the background. Because I mean, I'm not going back to play Death Stranding 2 anytime soon. I'm really not.
Yeah. Space Marine, was that this year?
No, that was last year.
Okay, well, there's a thing on here about Xbox DLC then. This thing listed is butchered. Other than that, there's...
last year?
No, I feel like that was this year.
I don't... I remember buying it, and I
I'm
definitely
pretty sure
not get my
Space
money's
Marine was
worth.
this year. Yeah.
Like
Either way.
April?
Maybe it was this year, yeah.
This has been a long year, but I also don't remember anything that's happened.
Yeah.
And I definitely feel like the latter half of this year has been filled
No,
with...
it came out last year.
Okay.
I don't know what that list was saying then.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like the latter half of this year has been like had a lot more, we'll call them bangers, in terms of game releases.
It's game season, baby.
I know it is, but there's definitely been like other years where like it's felt like game releases have been spread out throughout the entire year, whereas this one's just been like dry season, early months, which thinking back on other years has happened before, but like this one has been like, no, all the big titles come out right now in
I
this
think
one
that's
week.
because when's Game of the Year nominations, like when does that period end? Is it the end of November? Or is it a little bit earlier
It's like,
than
I
November?
think it's like halfway.
Surely they're not basing it all around Game of the Year though.
No, but if it's fresh in people's minds.
It's all for Christmas.
Yeah.
It always has been.
The primary gifting period.
Yeah, they try and push it for Christmas.
Because kids are like, oh, I really want that. And they're like, maybe Santa will bring it. And then that's when you just load up the... And they're all cheaper by Christmas
that might
as well.
start changing because I feel like as people get older and the generations get older, the older generation are now also gamers. Not older, but like your middle-aged people, which was never really a prominent market back in the day. There were people who were older who played games.
Yeah.
It was not like the percentage of people now who are in their 30s and 40s and 50s who play games.
And they're the ones with the disposable income
Exactly.
now.
So I reckon now it's going to start becoming a bit more all around. like year-wise. I don't think it'll get to a point where it won't be around Christmas. I mean, Christmas is always a very hard time for money for people.
Yes.
But
thanks, Rego.
Yeah, my fucking car, Rego. But no, who knows? I didn't know what that one was for.
Oh God.
All right, another thing we wanted to talk about was Brock and I were looking at a video just before. You were here as well, but you didn't want to pee. Of a guy who had like a massive game collection.
A very impressive collection, but
he was a millionaire and he had a game collection, a whole like basement full of everything, every console release you could think of, like every limited edition. Like it was valued at 400,000 USD underneath there, which insane. But one thing they mentioned in there was talking about trophies and Gamerscore.
Yeah.
And I
don't know if they mentioned it, but we were talking about a particular game that popped up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, there was my
Horse and Me Too.
My Horse and Me Too.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It was a 360 game. And they were talking about how rare it was. And I think one of the reasons is really sought after is because it's super easy achievements.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to talk about quickly how big Gamerscore and achievements used to be back in the day, and how I feel like people cared about that way more than PlayStation trophies.
Yeah.
And we didn't say anything about that to you because you are a bit more of a trophy hunter type of guy.
I never had a 360 or anything, so Gamerscore wasn't even remote.
Yes.
And all my mates at high school were PlayStation, but
yep.
I don't think we really cared enough till we got to, I think it was year 11, and one of the guys there, his hobby was trophy hunting.
Yep.
He'd get a game, not take it out of his console till it was done. Like he would just go, I'm going to do the Uncharted games this weekend. Would smash them all out, no problem. Guy it up on his iPad, do whatever he wanted and just smash it out. That then encouraged us to do it.
Yeah.
He was also one of our mates, there was two of them actually. He was really big on going through and finding all those really easy games like Touch My Horse and all that sort of stuff where it's like you just spam 1,000 clicks, platinum trophy pop up.
Yep.
And the other mate was like, I'm going to start doing a PSP method where you have the game, you can import the save data from one or the other, and he pops the trophy twice.
So you get double.
And it was like they had a race to whatever score or whatever trophy in out, and I think they ended on like 69 was one of the things for the year, and that was their whole big goal. But not one of my friends ever talked about Gamerscore.
Yeah, because they didn't play Xbox. I feel like Gamerscore back in, I'm going to say from like about 2008-9 to like 2013-14, people were really into like achievement hunting, and that's why achievement hunter was a big thing.
You would have your Gamerscore next to your avatar and everything, like on like forums that had nothing to do with Xbox.
Yeah,
you'd have your Gamerscore
go with exactly. And I feel like it's always been a way more appealing number seeing a Gamerscore than your trophy number.
Yeah, because I mean, an impressive amount of trophies is 30 platinums is hectic. You get your whole total score, that's like maybe 200, 250 depending on what level you are. If you've seen like a couple 100,000 or a million there, much more impressive.
I think my Gamerscore is like 43,000. In each game is 1,000 Gamerscore.
Yeah.
And each trophy or achievement is a set amount. And if it's a harder one, it's usually higher or sometimes very low. Yeah. Some extremely hard achievements would be 5 Gamerscore, which is like the lowest you can get. I think there's some that are 0. Very rare, or I think there's a couple that are 1. But it's very, very, or 2. I think there's a Halo one that's 2 or...
Is it like based on percentage of people who have the achievement, or is it?
No, they don't do the thing like that. It's just like it's arbitrary to each game developer what they want to do, and that's why there was a lot of games that people really would use back in the day would rent from like Blockbuster, Video Easy, or anything like that. And one of them was the Avatar: The Last Airbender game, because they're like it only had 5 achievements, and it was like, get a 100 combo, get a 200 combo, get a 300 combo. And like, they were hard to do, but right at the start of the game, the first enemy you fight is
like a training dummy.
Like a training dummy or something like that, and you can just spam it. So people used to rent the game for a day, get 1,000 Gamerscore and just return it.
It's pretty hectic.
But I feel like there was a big community around Gamerscore being a big thing.
Yeah.
And people like I know you cared about it for some reason.
Gamerscore?
No, I'm just going
Let him
on
get to his
something.
point. Come on, bro.
Fucking hell, man.
I was about to say, you say yours like 40,000 something. I'm pretty sure mine's like 15 at most.
No, I used to like achievement hunt, like hardcore. But I know you were into it and stuff, but I've never cared about Steam achievements.
Oh,
God, no.
Never fucking cared.
I wouldn't say I care about them that much. It's more that, like, I definitely have games there where it's like, it'll remind you that, like, hey, you've only got 2 achievements left to go. And it's just like, oh, that kind of would be cool if I finished those last 2. And then I look at them and they're ones for, like, the Stanley Parable, where it's like, play this game on exactly this date. And it's like, well, I'm never getting to remember that, am I? Or like, oh, you had to have played it on this date that's already passed. And it was just like, well, fuck that off.
Yeah. Like, I hadn't really taken much notice of it at all until, like, we started playing Battlefield with one of our managers, and he's like, you got to get the achievements. You got to get the Steam achievements. And I was like, I've never heard anybody talk, like, I mean, not really any of my friends are really PC gamers other than probably you two. The rest just have a PC and they play games. So the achievement hunting is not even a thought. But seeing that, it's like, oh, if I do this before he does, I can flex that over here.
Shout out to our manager, Christopher. I've always got the impression that he's a very much just a hardcore PC gamer and always has been. Very straightforward. My machine does this and that.
Yeah. The only game I've ever cared about achievements that much in is going back to Ark again.
Sonic.
No, is Ark, because after they left early access and they kept it the same for Ark Ascended, all the in-game cosmetics and skins and that for the base game, they're all tied to what achievements you've unlocked.
That's what Battlefield 6 is. If you do them, you get, it's also a mission in the game. It's like, but that's tied to the achievement. You get an extra skin or a battle card or something like that to use.
Yeah.
Not that I'm ever going to use them. I just like saying that I've got it and he doesn't, which is the big flex around it. The only game I think I've focused on doing trophy hunting on is like specifically, I'll always go get it if it's like, oh, you've got 80% or whatever. Still have not got it Dishonored 2.
Yeah, that's definitely like a trophy game. Metal Gear was like that for me. I was at Metal Gear, the new Snake Eater. I haven't got 100% trophies, but that's the only game recently. Was like, yeah, I'll try and get this. I'll try and get this. I'll try and get this, and got a fair bit. But I burnt myself out in that game.
You did say you were going to try and platinum it. But
yeah, I just played it a lot, and I just got busy.
Yeah,
but that I just wanted to bring that up because I mean I haven't heard people. I feel like it's really dropped off trophy hunting and achievement hunting.
Yeah, in
recent years, it was definitely not a bad artificial way, but a way to bring longevity into a lot of games. I feel like Microsoft started the trend with that. Like I remember doing like trying to get all the skulls in Halo and all these little things that I think I would have never. I mean, I would have done that in Halo because I was obsessed with it.
It was definitely the heyday of the like emerging online community sort of thing.
100%.
Sort of like everyone comparing, not even comparing like styles and gameplay notes and everything. I was just comparing like, hey, what have you done in these games?
A big reason why Rooster Teeth grew is because they had Achievement Hunter was a really big brand for them, and that was really big. I mean, it evolved into other things, but the achievement hunting stuff was very big for a long time. And that was the only way you could see like video guides on how to do stuff. I've watched fuck tons of those videos how to do stuff.
Like, it's been around forever, but game FAQs, you go back to
I still go on those things all the time.
There's achievement guides still on there for games like going well back.
I used to go on game FAQs and download and print off
the
pages
whole walkthrough guide
to go have a look at walkthroughs or to do XYZ certain thing. I still remember, I mean, it might even be in a copy, but in the original copy of Ratchet & Clank 1, I've got like a whole printout of how to do XYZ thing in it. And that's just what it was like.
I was literally just thinking of that then.
Same with Fire Red.
Yeah, Fire Red. I remember thinking just then when you were talking that with Ratchet & Clank, how if you got all the bolts or whatever, you unlocked a cheat menu, or if you did this, you did that. And I was like, they were very early like PlayStation where you could do those sort of things. And by collecting everything, you got a reward for it. It's like, oh, I wonder what else I can do. They carried that through to even like the PS4 games they made.
Yes, they did. Yeah. They were in, weren't they in Rift Apart?
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah, because you got
even.
Yeah, that was. I kind of hope they continue that series.
Ratchet & Clank.
Just even like I didn't really like the story from the two new ones.
No, the games were fun. I do feel like Ratchet & Clank lost its grittiness. It is. It's so kiddie now. Ratchet is such a different character. Yeah. Clank's basically the same.
He's a robot,
but I think that that character just fed into what the new games could be, but also the old ones. Ratchet doesn't have any like edge to him anymore.
No, not at all.
Which I sort of dislike, because those up to all the PS2 games, all of them were great, and then from PS3 is when it started to change a lot.
Yeah, because I think when the hardware changed, they could go, oh, the game can look pretty now, and they kind of took that like as a step to make it a bit cleaner, like you were saying. They didn't need to be any cleaner.
No,
like there was some jokes with like Quark and stuff in the third game, which were questionable.
Yeah. 1, 2, and 3 is a very, very good game trilogy.
Yeah.
I mean, even just the names for the sequels.
For the games, yeah.
Up
Going
your arsenal.
Up your arsenal. Deadlocked.
Yeah.
I mean, that was not really a trying to be anything silly, just a different name. But no, those games are really good. Ratchet and Clank is such a good series. I mean, that's why I think I know a lot of people who have played them. Obviously, you, Jimmy, heaps of my mates in school back in the day played them.
So good. Like, I didn't hate the Jack and Daxter games.
Wasn't the same vibe.
No, like the first one was fun, and then I liked it. Second, you got the cars, and the third one you had like the dark ether power or whatever the hell it was.
See,
but I don't know if it was the story or just the gameplay. It just wasn't catching enough compared to Sly or Ratchet and Clank.
Jack and Daxter was always one of those game series that like I'd look at and I'm like, I wish I had a PS2 so I could play that. It for me in my mind was like the quintessential PS2 game.
Yeah,
it was the one that was like, if you have a PS2, you have this. Because my mate Brendan had a PS2. I'd watched him play the first little area of that, and I was like, this game looks great. It looks amazing. It's one of those things I always look back, like running with emulators. It's the one I will run to see, like, hey, how well does this emulator work on this hardware?
Yeah, no, Jack X Racing was a different story. That game was fucking hectic. I remember I was at a mate's place. It was like a Christmas family party thing. And then three of the guys there, their initials were JAK, like all the three of them. So they'd sit there and see how quick they could finish that game by doing a race each, and would just like sit there for like 6 hours and do every single race in a run.
Jesus.
I mean, they did it a couple times, but I just remember watching that game and this is the coolest thing ever.
All right. Do you have anything else that I don't care about to say, Brock?
I mean, I had one little question for you. But
all right, let's get on to my other topic.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.
That's not what I'm saying, you freak. We've still got plenty of stuff to talk about. No, one of the other things I had on our little board that we've got here that I wanted to talk about was how video games is one of, if not the biggest industry in the world.
Yep.
But I still feel like it isn't taken very serious. You quickly talk, because I got to plug that camera in. I didn't realize I hadn't plugged it in.
Yeah, that's fine. Where was Tom leading? He was leading into the gaming. You mean like sort of taken as a serious hobby? Yeah. I don't think. I mean, there's people who like collect Lego and they do this and they do that, and people love reading. That's a hobby. You say, oh, I spend all my free time playing video games. I don't think people take that as the like, you're acting childish. You're not doing this. You're not.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have your life together. That sort of aspect of it, where it's no different than sitting down and reading a book for 2 or 3 hours.
I definitely think that like you talk to any member of the generation above us, and it's just like you mentioned that like, yeah, I spend most of my time gaming. You get far more, not even like respect, but like just, I don't know what you'd get, but like you tell them instead, yeah, my hobby's just watching old movies. My hobby's doing X, Y, Z. They see games as you said, childish and just a waste of time and like not worth it at all.
I feel that comes from, I mean, probably them not understanding how it is, because obviously, like, because I think my parents, probably yours as well. I don't know what yours were like. Dad loved playing PlayStation. Like, he had the PS1, and then obviously I got it. Then he got PS2, played all GT. My stepdad had an Xbox. Like that, they were just enough ahead that they were playing games with me. But then I think if you go like 5, 6, maybe 10 years later, they see it as like it's a waste of time. Get outside and get your hands in the dirt sort of vibe.
Yeah.
My dad, didn't touch games. The only time I've ever saw him play games is maybe when I was very young, just to like, I'll play with someone, play a game or whatever. And when I had a stint in hospital for about a month when I was 12, that was the only time ever I saw him like pick up a game or whatever and it was very much a chore for him to have to do it.
I'm being forced to do this, and
Yeah.
it's not my will.
Well, he was doing it to be nice, but what I was going to say is my mum is not a gamer at all, but she very much grew up in the arcade generation, and she was obsessed with like Space Invaders and Galaga, and she probably has not played them in 10 years. But I remember when we had a PS2, we had a Space Invaders game. It was like an arcade Space Invaders game. I think a lot of
collection thing that had all of them in. Yeah.
Nice. I remember her playing that a lot, and then I remember going over because my parents are divorced. What a surprise! That's most of the population. Going over to her house once in probably about 2010, 11, with my PSP, and I had the Namco collection on it, which is a really good collection, just all old arcade games. I showed her that I had Galaga in it. Oh my God. I think I went to school or something. She had the day off. I don't know. She's a teacher, so I don't know why she had the day off or something. She literally sat home and played it all day.
Yeah.
Did nothing.
That's so
and she
good.
just was just playing a fuck ton of Galaga. And I remember, I'm like, it's just so weird. She's like, oh, what's a game? Just get off your game, do something, but obsessed with that.
That was very much my mother's sort of view of it all. Was just like, you've been inside all day, you need to get out and do something.
Yeah, mum was like that for sure.
Dad, to a lesser extent, because mum and dad separated when I was really young. Dad,
Standard.
I definitely had more conversations about, like, directly about games. Mum, I'd be like, hey, mum, can I have this game for Christmas or birthday or whatever? But Dad, I remember talking to about like the original Need for Speed. I remember he had installed on his computer. He talked to me about, I think it was either Descent or Hexen, one of them. I can't remember.
These must be old games. I've never heard of either.
You've never heard of Hexen?
I don't think so.
Hexen's like a Doom clone.
Yeah, right.
It's a good one.
But yeah, like a couple of like helicopter, like war simulators.
Helicopter.
Yeah, a couple of games like that he was into. But then as time went on, like he definitely dropped all sort of interest in that to just do like
normal people things.
Bike riding.
Yeah, like my stepdad, he's got, like I was talking to Bruce about this the other day. He's got when he was off with his foot, he had an injury, blah, blah, blah. He's like, do you have a PS2? I have all my games here. I just want to play a PS2. Has all these old Speedway games. Has all the Need for Speeds. Has like 3 copies of Most Wanted, like in the black edition. No idea why you need 3, but he's got them. Just sat there and he'd just sit there all day playing it. I was like, oh, you should come try the racing seat. He goes, no, I did all that. I had the whole full seat. I had like the Ridge Racer sort of thing set up. And he goes, did all that, spent enough money. And then I was like, I'll play it every now and again now. I was like, hectic.
Yeah. No, I feel like with gaming, a lot of people they've never tried it. And it's just automatically, no, I don't want to deal with that. No, like that's too kiddie-ish. I feel like people just need to be properly exposed to it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good gaming is a good hobby because I think it's got one of the best returns on money that you can get out of anything. Obviously, consoles aren't cheap. Same with PCs. But if you buy a console and you buy one game, let's just say it's Skyrim, and you get really into Skyrim.
Which version?
Oh, it doesn't matter. If you say you put 30 hours into Skyrim and you bought it's a PS5 version. So Skyrim and your PS5 together was about $900. This is Australian. If you put about 20, 30 hours into that, if you compare it to like a movie or any other form of entertainment, it's not a bad deal. And then you're just getting a much better return on investment as you start buying more games because it's paying off that console.
You are coming so close to how I tried to describe games to my grandmother when she, like, much like my mother, was just like, you've been inside all day, get out and play something. Like trying to describe to her that, like, hey, this is basically a movie or a book that I am actually engaged in and I can change the story through my own actions. Like what is happening is a direct result of what I'm doing. It's not just, hey, I'm going to read this book and it's the same story every single time. I'm going to watch my favorite movie and it's the same story every time. This is, hey, most of it's going to be the same, but I'm going to do a different thing right at the end and get a completely different ending. But yeah, it's just trying to describe to her what it was. Yeah.
Don't worry.
I feel like, to tie back into what you were saying before about people having been properly exposed, I think the Wii did a really good job for a year and a half.
That's what I was just about to bring up. My granddad, I still have memories of bringing the Wii over to his house my grandparents' house, and grandmum would be like, cooking something in the kitchen or whatever, and showing him Wii Sports and playing golf, and he really enjoyed it. I remember him saying like a few times. I was probably 8, or no, probably was 8. I was 8 when the Wii came out, 2006. Him saying, "Oh, you should bring that over again, Tom. I'd like to play that again." And that probably came from a place of hanging out with your grandson, but also
I want to play that.
He wanted to play it, and it was really good for that. And I mean, at the time, he would have been in his probably late 60s. Actually, no, he would have been in his late 50s. Sorry, Granddad, you're not that old.
Brock's that old.
Yeah, Brock is that old. But the Wii was great for that stuff. It really was. There were so many people I know who got into it through that. And I really would like gaming to explode market-wise even more, just so that...
As we get older, I think it's going to become more and more likely. Because I think the generation above us and the generation above that, I don't see them ever coming around. Like, I still have a very vivid memory of playing. I can't even remember what it was.
Your memory's not very vivid then, is it?
Ha ha ha. No, playing something with my little cousin and my aunt walking through the room and just turning to look at the screen and just going, "Oh, you guys watching anime?" And I was just like, I didn't even know that she knew what anime was, but just no, we're playing a game, Joe. It's
no, Mom.
No, it's definitely strange when you see people know what you're doing, if it's like a game or anime or like some obscure, not really obscure, but something that isn't a
weird
part of their
pop
generation.
culture reference that they shouldn't know.
And then they get it. I'm like, that's very strange. Like, how did you know that?
Yeah.
Like, I remember, but then there's also times when, have you ever been like really surprised about family members or someone you know not knowing something extremely famous or like well known? Because I remember it's probably about 6 or 7 years ago. I was at my grandparents' house for Christmas, and I was there with had auntie, uncle. There was a bunch of family there, and I think it was on a Fox Sports channel, and they were playing. It was some sort of ad for the AFL for the new season, and they had Express Yourself by NWA in the background. And I was like, oh, they got NWA on. None of them knew what NWA was. How do you not know one of the biggest rap groups of all time? Oh, that was around while you guys were young and hip.
Yeah, but there's a few comments I could make there. I'm just thinking back to what Tyler was saying the other day.
Just with the people at this table, we've had plenty of times where you guys have mentioned someone who's big and famous on TikTok or something. And then when I don't know who it is, you guys act surprised. They just may not have been exposed to it
but
in the way that you were.
The difference with that is that you are gaming, you are streaming, is not streaming, but you're in that space and you don't know those people.
Yeah, that's when it's like, what?
Okay.
If people who listen to Celine Dion don't know who NWA is,
I'm
cool. That's not in the same lane.
But I'm being, we'll call it selective deafness. I'm ignoring all of the surrounding stuff because that has no interest to me. I don't care about the latest social media drama between such and such streamer and such streamer. It's just I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care that Hassan shocked his dog?
I do care on that one.
Shockgate.
You saying such and such there, boomer.
Since you told me about that the other week, that's all that my feed's been full of at the moment. It's just whatever his name is
I don't know Hassan was on Facebook.
Blah, blah, blah. Well, no, it's all these other sites reporting on it.
No, it's because it's becoming a big thing. I don't want to go on this too long, but
we don't like it. I don't think we want to go on it at all.
No, I was just about to say, it's just funny just because it's a person that some people online don't like, and it's finally getting a bit of media attention about maybe not the negative things that he does, but maybe the lies or his questionable things he says, and then changing of stories, and it's been blowing up. And I'm seeing a lot of people who are seeing this fucking Colgate shit everywhere. I'm not saying what side I'm on. I'm on the side of the dog, no matter what. Yes. But it's just funny. There's a lot of that stuff is leaking into not the mainstream, but definitely not the Twitch area, which I'm definitely not a part of.
I mean, expanding on you being surprised by someone, how the hell do you have that knowledge? What was the biggest one for you of an older relative having gaming knowledge or something like that?
I don't know if anyone had like epic gamer knowledge. I'm still very surprised about stuff my grandmum knows. She's a very intelligent woman. This is a very bizarre. My dad doesn't watch movies. He does now, but he was a boring man. Sorry, you were very boring, Dad.
I don't get that. Like, I mean, Mum loved movies. Dad, I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, have you seen, we're talking about Inception or something. He goes, I don't think I've seen that. I'm like,
no. See, I don't think you understand the level my dad might watch, like, I think he's better now because of my stepmom, but he used to watch maybe one movie every 4 years.
Dad's favourite streaming service is SBS iView.
Dad's, till I saw Red Dog with Dad, the last movie he saw was E.T. in the theaters.
Jesus. That's
Red
a bit
Dog was
longer.
A good movie.
That's a bit longer than 4 years.
No, but like watching just a movie in general.
Yeah.
Like it just wasn't a thing. He was never into it. He took us to Blockbuster and Video Easy all the time.
Yeah, put the movie on for you to shut you up.
Oh no, I think he would just he would be doing work or something while we're doing, or
Well,
get a game or whatever.
Jimmy doesn't watch movies.
Yeah, Jimmy's a freak.
Like, I mean, his favorite series is obviously Lord of the Rings, which are notoriously 3 of the longest movies ever. I don't know if he's watched them in the same. He watched them a few weeks ago, but I don't know if he watched them in one sitting.
Yeah.
Even just one of them in one sitting. That man consumes a lot of YouTube, a lot of soccer, all the rest of it. I don't see how he doesn't enjoy movies. And I've had this conversation with him a lot, and I'm like, there are so many. Like, I'll show him something. He goes, "Oh, it's really cool," and I was like, "Yeah, this is blah blah blah," and he's like, "Oh no, I don't want to watch it. To me, I will lose interest." I was like, "But there's so much cool shit that I know he will love." That he's just like, oh, it's a 2-hour movie, I'm not doing it.
You try and explain any of that to him, and he just sort of basically just tunes out, scrumbly wumbo, and then he just disappears.
Scrumbly bumbly.
Yeah, it just disappears into the ether.
Going back to what I was saying, the weirdest reference that I ever saw with with a parent or something was Dad, who doesn't watch any movies. Like I said, he'd seen 3 movies in the theater. One of them was Red Dog, and then the other one was E.T. when he was fucking 10 or whatever.
I want to see his letterbox.
He doesn't have a letterbox. He's got a letterbox. He puts mail in. So the only other thing, I remember driving around Sydney with him and my cousins once, and I was like, we went past Fox Studios, and I was like, oh yeah, that's cool. Blah blah blah. They film this and this there, and blah blah blah. And then I said something about, I made a reference to Waterworld, and he was like,
niche reference to
and he was like, oh, that didn't happen in Waterworld or something like. I'm like, so you watched 4 movies? It's like 3 movies. It's fucking Red Dog, E.T. and Waterworld. What the fuck?
Is this the thing? Was it the dry land thing?
No, I don't know.
Dry land is a myth line that's apparently never actually said in the movie.
No, I think it was just about its budget or something.
Oh, okay.
Because of how expensive that movie was to make, and I don't know. It was a very bizarre one. He would not remember that. He doesn't remember the fucking day of the week half the time.
See, mine was my sisters and I were at our grandparents' place. My sisters and I were arguing over Pokemon. I think it was what level something evolved at, and Mum just chimed in from the kitchen. Nerdy. Yes, we were. Mum just chimed in from the kitchen, like it evolves at level 25. You silly billies, and it was just like, how the heck do you know that? The only game I've ever seen you play is Columns for the Sega Mega Drive. How do you know that?
She would have just been talking shit, and it just happened to be the one.
That's.
I mean, you talk a lot, so I mean, she probably just overheard you say it many, many moons ago, and then it came through.
This one looks like Sonic.
Sonic you. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have seen any of PewDiePie's latest.
His AI stuff?
Yeah, it turned on him.
Oh, did it turn on him?
Yeah.
PewDiePie made an AI.
I thought he was against it.
Wait, hang on. He is, but that's why he decided to make his own.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if you know much about recent PewDiePie lore.
No,
everyone's just like, he's winning in life. So he's just got to...
Well, yeah, he's done all he wants to.
No, but
now
he's very...
does book reviews or something, doesn't he?
He's like, for what he is, he seems very humble. Like he's got a nice house, but it's not some over-the-top extravagant house like all these streamers and YouTubers that just blow their money like that. He's got a wife and kid, and he's probably gonna have another kid and whatever. But he's gotten into Linux crazily, and he's like making Linux machines, and he's got like a 104090 like server rack thing to make.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. He's super into, and he's like super ripped now. He just seems happy.
He's got a 10 10x GPU AI server, 8 modded 48 gig 4090s, and 2 RTX 4000 8s. just to run this little thing. And he's like, oh, he's using it and it's like open source, so people can like, if they need to do some calculations or whatever, it's available to use.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
And then he's now using it to run his own open source models for like his own chat UI and all this sort of stuff. And he was doing it to like make a group and have like whatever and like a sort of like a focus group, but it's just like to vote.
Yeah.
They turned on him. I don't know. I saw something the other day. It's like, oh, he was talking in his latest videos. My AI turned on me. And I was like, that is hilarious. Like he's just doing side quests because he's now done. He's made his money. He still does a video every now and again, but like it's now just like, what can I do? He spent a few months building Gundam and just making videos while he did it, reading the book reviews like you said.
Good choice for Gundam. Yep.
Yeah. He's done. I've got to watch more of his videos. He's kind of popped out of my subscriptions on YouTube, but yeah, that I still remember seeing the AI news and I was like, that's actually hilarious.
You guys keep going because I'm replying to a fan who's just sent me a message. So you can
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, I got a question for you.
Okay.
Ben, what's the scariest moment you've ever had in a non-horror game?
So you mean just like a scary moment in a regular game?
Sure.
Oh, there's been a couple. Just recently playing Battlefield, we were trying out the new Battle Royale Red Sack mode. We were sitting on a building, airstrike thing popped up, and then out of nowhere, you see the missile come flying directly at our face. And like we recorded it through Metal, so we've got
is that the screenshot you shared in the Discord? Yes.
You're sitting there and you're like, oh, it's coming in. Where's it going to hit? And then the whole screen gets covered by this bomb, and it just
I'll tweak my question a little bit.
Okay.
What's the most horror-esque moment you've had in a non-horror game?
Trying to think what games I played recently where that would be applicable.
All right, just quickly, shout out to Denver. Denver's messaged us a few times on TikTok. Once he messaged us when the Spotify didn't, the episode didn't go up on Spotify.
Oh, this guy, yeah.
He just sent me a message then, saying that he's like, oh, the AI and Thor looks hectic. Where to get one? So I just said that. He's like, did you get it from Australian side or through their website? So I just said that I got it from their website and Ben's got it from the Australian one. Oh, quickly, did you say that you got yours?
Yeah, I did get mine.
Yeah. Not to cut your question off, but it was probably shit. I didn't hear it. No, I love you, Brock. Mwah, you got us dinner tonight. Ben got his AY and Thor. I haven't got mine yet. Yeah, he got it in 3 days. I'm still waiting. I think I'm going to be another week or two because I got it through the official site. We're probably going to talk about this properly in a week or two once I've got mine because I think it's going to be a bit better. And we'll probably and Brock's going to go, we'll have like a proper emulation episode or something. We'll talk about stuff.
Brock's just going to talk for 3 hours and we're just going to sit here playing on our Thors.
We go, actually, before you go, we need to test this on the TV.
Yes, we do.
We won't talk too much about it, but great little device.
Yeah,
heaps of stuff coming out. Depending on when I get mine, might do a little semi-review thing for it, but we'll see how we go. Back to whatever you were saying. Scrumbly bumbly.
Best non-horror moment in a non-horror game, or best horror? Say the question again, Brock.
What's the most horror-esque moment you've had in a non-horror game? Because for me, it's one of your favorite games. Going to not Ravenloft. What is it?
Ravenhome. Yeah. Actually, you're right. In a Half-Life 2.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. We don't go to Ravenhome. Yeah. Ravenhome is a really good section. Half-Life 2. That's very horror-esque vibes, and especially when the running zombies start coming at you and with the shotgun.
Well, not even like when you see them leaping across the buildings in the distance.
You're like, what the
before
fuck?
They start coming at you. Yeah.
Half-Life's always been great with its environmental storytelling.
Yes.
And like one big thing that you probably noticed this as well. Half-Life 2 has got such an eeriness to it. Extremely eerie game. And especially when, I don't know if you know, there's a character in Half-Life called the G-Man.
I do know of the G-Man.
Yeah, you would have seen him just from like Gary's mod and shit like that. Those models are super.
And our first 15 episodes we recorded. We talked about Half-Life a lot when we first started.
Yeah, but I don't know if we talked about the G-Man. But
we did.
Yeah, whatever. But you see the G-Man a lot in the distance.
Yes.
And he's just staring at you from weird places. Like one I always remember is there's like sort of a jump scare one in Ravenhome where you look up at a window and he's just there looking and he just walks away.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you remember at the start of the game or once you get into like the watercraft, you know, like you like the hovercrafting and like the sewerways.
Is he down one of the tunnels or something?
I think there's one where he's in a tunnel, but there's like it almost looks like a barn, like overhanging, and he's just standing on.
Oh, yes. It feels very out of place, like there's supposed to be something there, but then there's nothing. Yes.
And he's just standing on it and just looking at you, and then as soon as you zoom in, he'll move away. So you can barely see him. There's a thing in the first game, but in that second one, really eerie. But you're right, Ravenholm is scary.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a freaky vibe. And then the other one is the Flood. Halo 1.
Yeah. When that first gets
343 Guilty Spark, or whatever the mission is. I forget it was... whatever the one where you first see the Flood and
you go down into the complex. Yes.
See, you probably didn't find that scary when you were playing because we were just the environment. Playing that by myself for the first time, I was like getting really freaked out. And then
also,
the music,
when did you play it the first time? When you were like 5 or 6?
No, I played it when I was maybe 10, 11.
Halo?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I thought it would have been earlier than that.
No, I played Halo later.
Yeah.
But even then, that compared to now at 27, that'd probably be a lot scarier as a 10-year-old.
Yeah, but I still think there's a lot of scary elements of when you first see the Flood in Halo. That music, it does wonders. It
works really well, yeah.
Like they're very
Playing
sharp.
that for the first time when I was about like 13, 14, and at the time was still living at home, but was living out in a caravan, sort of like
at the back,
granny flattish thing. Playing that game at night and getting to that point was just like, oh, this is weird. And then hearing something outside, I'm just like, nope.
Yeah, all the doors going.
Yeah.
And then all the strings.
Yeah, just
I think I might play it
can't
properly when the PS5 version comes out.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it looks fantastic, and I think it'll be better to play it at my own pace, not in a 9-hour sitting with 2 other lads.
Yeah, no, I feel like it.
The Asian snacks were nice, though.
They were.
I'll bring them again.
Yeah, I think it just the environment with that was just probably a bit clunky, and it just didn't make it as good. And also, I don't feel like you were super into playing it at the time.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
That game would have been fantastic. I think we definitely did not have to play it all in one sitting. I think it was a very long day.
It was a long day. It was epic, though.
It was. But yeah, any other games for you, Ben, that were like...
The only other game I can think of recently where it actually scared me was jumping through a window for the first time in Dying Light the Beast, which, again, still technically a horror game.
I would call that a horror game, though, yeah.
Yeah, because jumping through it and it's just fucking right there. Other than that, I mean, there's no jump scares in Marvel Rivals. The only other games...
Some of the outfits are a bit of a jump scare.
Yeah, for good reasons. Other than that, Battlefield, there's nothing I've played. Ghost of Yotei is not terror. There haven't been any moments where I've been scared at all.
Not really, no. I mean, I don't think that's got anything that can...
But other than that, not that I can think of that comes straight to mind.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, Ravenholm. Ravenholm,
yeah. No, Ravenholm was definitely up there. What else did you have?
Let us know in the comments what your favourite horror moment in a non-horror game was.
Yeah, question to the audience. What's a scary moment in the game that wasn't a horror game?
Another one I had from you, this one I've had waiting on my phone for a while. Are there any hobbies you gained interest in because of a video game?
Ooh.
Skateboarding from American Wasteland, I reckon.
Tony Hawk made me want to start skating, but I never fully got into it.
I tried once to start skateboarding after playing
You didn't try, then you failed.
No, I face planted. I went straight into a half pipe and just like...
You said this
straight into it,
before, yeah.
Did you practice it all beforehand, or did you just go straight for the drop-in?
Straight for the drop-in.
Okay, well, you set yourself up and failed then.
Got my nan to drive me out to the local skate park, and then was like, Nan, drive me home.
Yeah, no, I got into photography and videography because of Dead Rising. No, I don't think there really is. I mean, I guess when I originally started playing guitar, because I started playing guitar when I was 10, and then I just stopped for like 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it would have been about 10 years. I started playing when I was 20. It was because of Guitar Hero. But I just was a kid and never got into it. But I really got into guitar just because of, honestly, Metallica.
I tried to learn the ocarina because of Ocarina of Time.
Sake.
And much like that game, learning the ocarina is completely overrated.
Having an ocarina and learning the ocarina is like the ultimate fat, sweaty nerd hobby.
It really was.
Yeah. And see,
even at the time, I was not a fat, sweaty nerd.
Yeah. And even you can admit it, because I swear I used to see so many like neckbeardy guys with their ocarina and doing like Lost Woods and shit on that, even though or like the Zelda songs?
Song of Storms was the one I was always trying to do, but
You're so nerdy.
I am. That's why I'm on this podcast.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, no, but we're also nerdy.
Yeah, but I'm also epic.
Yeah.
I'm hectic.
You know what we should? I have a good idea for a video actually.
All right, well, keep that to yourself till we're done. Yeah, did you get any hobbies because of
Skateboarding.
Oh yeah, you did just say that.
Yeah, I think it definitely picked up with when Skate 3 came out. That was a lot later in high school, but I was skating around.
I feel like a lot of people don't have too many hobbies.
The biggest one for me was learning to build my own computers and like everything around that, just so that I could hey, I know what's happening with this machine that is what I play all this stuff on.
Computer simulator on the SNES.
In that regards, I mean, gaming definitely got me into being a lot more tech savvy.
Yeah.
But I've always had that tick where I just get hyper focused, obsessed with
that's called being on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Up until I started playing 90% of all my games on computer, I knew nothing about computers. It wasn't until I was like, hey, I want to play this game and this game. I think it might have been Half-Life actually. I want to play this game and this game. Well, I need a computer to do it. Well, I better get a computer. And after that, I was just like, I need to learn more about this machine because it's making odd noises and I don't think it's supposed to.
Do you remember the website Can I Run It?
I still use it every now and then, yes.
So if people don't know, Can I Run It is a website where you put in a game and the website will read your computer specs and tell you if you can run the game or not.
It also has a massive list of recommended computers or recommended, not just the ones that the specs that came off the box that the developers were originally, hey, this is what you need. It's more up-to-date specs.
It's like a constant benchmark test for, that's kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that was very much early 2010s.
The website does not look like it has changed ever.
It's a very old style website.
Proper HTML, just leave it there with.
That's have you seen
blue hyperlinks?
No,
yes.
Japanese websites. Bro, have you seen Japanese website aesthetic? Has not changed since 1995.
Yeah.
Legitimately.
But Japan loved that sort of vibe, so it makes sense.
I think it's just what they know.
Yeah.
Type of thing.
I always get a little thrill out of seeing something that looks like it was pulled directly from GeoCities, and it's just
yes,
straight out of the noughties.
Straight out of the noughties.
A lot of these look like that. Looks like it's out of literally the 90s.
Yeah,
looks like one of the GTA.
I mean, it's not loading very well at all. I don't know why.
It's raining out, and it's having a hissy fit, I think.
That is real early, Win 95 even.
Yeah, but it's 2019. It looks identical.
I mean, same deal. If it isn't broken, I mean, yes, you could have changed it all, but if it's the same information, say on a news site, for instance, there's no point changing anything.
Yeah, no, it's just funny.
It is funny.
So shut up, Ben.
I don't know. Maybe it's just what the CCP wants.
That's China.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not. We're looking at Japanese websites.
All right, fine.
Do you guys have anything else to talk about?
I think we covered it. I'm still sitting on Arc Raiders. It still sits not well with me.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what you get for buying that piece of shite.
I don't have any others. I've got one other thing that can definitely wait for next week. It was just another little question for you.
Show it to me. Let me have a look.
Is it worthy of the time?
It's a top one. It's the one we didn't do last week.
What did you go from? Okay, don't worry.
Yeah, let's leave it.
We'll leave it.
All right. Well, with that is the end of episode 60. Where is close enough. Definitely wound down at the end of that episode. It was a bit of a
the heat's getting to me.
Yeah, the heat. It's a very hot day.
It's very
been
hot.
a very long day as well.
Very, very long day. Yeah, been working since literally 8:30, and it is now 10:30.
Oh yeah, it is too.
Yeah. So see you guys next week. Again, thanks for the 300 subscribers.
304 subscribers.
304. Well, let me have a look. Let's have a live look and see if we've got any more. No, we're still on 304.
Oh.
Oh well. But thanks for all of that. I don't know if we've got any big games next week.
From what I made for the Instagram, no, there's nothing this week.
Okay, well, we'll think of a couple of things. If I get my Thor, I'd love for something, but at the same time, I don't know if I'm going to be getting that anytime soon.
I think the next big game's COD, and that's on the 14th or the 15th
I don't
or
think
something.
I'm getting COD.
I'll play because
definitely
it'll be
not
on
getting
Game Pass. That'll be just to try it out. But
Is there anything else this year?
The next big game I'm looking forward to is the solo leveling game. That's it.
yeah,
Is that gonna be good?
From what I've seen thus far, it's
thus far.
yes.
Fuck it,
thus
let's
far.
get another topic. Yeah, keep going. I've got
I'm,
something to say after
I'm
this.
really looking forward to it because it's not going straight from the anime. It's actually taking it from the original webtoon or whatever the original.
Manhwa.
I was waiting for him to say it wrong.
Every time I check, it says
Manhwa.
webtoon though.
Yeah, because that's probably just what the English translation is, a manhwa.
Yeah.
We got ripped up. Well, actually, you two got ripped
Yes,
up.
because I
we
called
had,
it a manga, not a manhwa.
Well, we got ripped up because I asked you guys, because I hadn't watched Solo Leveling at that point. I've watched a few episodes. It's not bad. About if it was originally a manga, and you guys said yes when it was actually a manhwa, and people went ballistic. And we had some guy do a fucking duet with us on TikTok.
I didn't even know Mum was a thing until we got ripped apart in the comments.
Yeah, and he was going off saying, can't believe you don't know this, blah, blah, blah. And it was saying, because I was talking about how a lot of the time they use anime as a marketing tool.
Yes.
They just straight up do, bro, shut up. I don't care if you like the anime or not. It's what they do. That's
Also,
why it's a thing.
It's the first one I've actually watched and enjoyed the entire way through.
Yeah.
So I was like, how the fuck am I supposed to know what it was originally meant to
Yeah,
be?
whatever. But
Stupid.
But no, I'm looking
Yep.
forward to the game because it
Yep.
takes off, like, it's all from the original material. It's
Yep.
not using just what was in the anime or the webtoon or whatever we're going to call it now.
The show on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
but it has a heck of a lot more in there. So I'm like, oh, cool. There's a whole bunch of other stuff
Yeah,
they're
but
going to explore.
What I'm not asking about the story. Is it a good game?
From what I've seen so far, I'm looking forward to it. It
Because
looks like it is going to be very good.
My
Until I have it, though, I can't give you a
the
definite
little
thing.
thing I wanted to say was, and I don't know how much input you have since you're not very well versed in the anime sort of section, don't know about gaming. Anime games notoriously fucking suck.
I'm
They just
not going to disagree with you.
straight up suck. There is very few that are, wow, this is good.
The amount of people who go on and on and on about the Sword Art Online games, and I'm just like,
I've
no.
bought like 3 of them and they all sucked. They're all a little bit better in XYZ way, but they all fucking sucked, the ones. There's about 15 of them now though.
No, there's way too many.
I don't know if the newer ones are better.
And they're all starting to sound like Kingdom Hearts games with the subtitles on them.
Oh
honestly.
yeah, they're fucked. And it'll be the same shit all over again.
Yeah.
Like the best anime games by far are the Budokai Tenkaichi games.
That was
the
what I was gonna
Dragon
say.
Ball Z games.
Yeah.
They're by far the best out of all of them.
Yu-Gi-Oh games? The Duel Master stuff?
Yeah, actually, Yu-Gi-Oh's not bad, but that's because it's very specific.
Would you call it Digimon an anime? Or is that more like American?
Well, Digimon was originally, they were like Tamagotchis.
Yeah.
And that's what it was originally. Like it was a Digimon, and then it went into the anime and that. Digimon games have notoriously been good, actually, but I'm talking about there is so much
like super weeb anime
so
games.
much bloatware out there. Like, for example, I love JoJo. A lot of the JoJo games fucking suck, man.
Yeah.
Like, I bought a ton of them, but they're not that good.
They definitely lend themselves to the sort of like mobile market where it's like we're just going to quickly churn out a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I still play the what's the Bleach game called?
Brave Souls.
Brave Souls, yes.
Well, that is a mobile game.
It's the epitome of gacha games, honestly. I still enjoy it, but it's a collectathon thing for me where it's just like, cool, I'll just grind out some stuff, get enough things to do a couple of like gacha pulls and see what characters I can
What
get.
about this? Fucking One Piece, one of the biggest franchises in the world. All the games of it fucking suck.
Yeah.
I might say that they're okay. They're just not great.
They're just trying to
Is
capitalize on the fame.
anyone playing the fucking older One Piece games? No one is. They'll buy it because they're a fan of the series, and I've done the same thing.
Amazed at how old some of those games are. Like, there's games back on the GameCube for One Piece.
I saw a little video today, literally, like when I was doing a shit before we started, and it was on TikTok, and it was like, oh, it's a video of like Gamerscore in 2005, and it was going through the PS2 games, and there was a One Piece game there.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I remember seeing One Piece first time with like Toasted TV in like what, 2005, 2006?
Yeah, that was back when it was the 4Kids dub. Yeah.
Which I mean, it's
We
been around
should
for
do
a
a
while.
thing on 4Kids at some point.
Go,
honestly.
go, hi ho,
Yeah.
whoa ho, set sail for One Piece. It's the name of the treasure in the Grand Line. Go, set sail for One Piece.
So Ben's just looking at us like he's lost the...
Do you remember that intro?
Yeah, I just don't like One Piece.
He's made of rubber. How'd that happen? Yo ho ho, it's goodbye to gum gum. Guy go.
All right, enough.
Dreaming. No, terrible
4
intro.
Kids were a horrible company, honestly.
Yeah, but then some things they did were sick. Like I rate the Yu-Gi-Oh dub. I really rate it. I love Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, but is that good because of how bad it was, or is it good because it was actually good?
Good. Literally, old mate who plays Kaiba, who's also Brock in Pokemon. I fucking love him as Kaiba.
Very fair.
He's got a fantastic voice.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, what? You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck.
Yeah, he does like smug rich shit.
Yeah,
really
some
well.
of the shit in that is so good. Kaiba is such a good character. I
That
love him.
first season is just goated.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is going to be the actually moment. Like,
Yeah.
first season for us, not the actual first season.
No, it is the first season.
Did we not talk about this
No,
in earlier,
so-
like the season 0 or whatever?
No, that's a different show. So basically, Yu-Gi-Oh! The manga was all different games.
Yeah.
And Duel Monsters was just one game of it. So the manga's completely different. And then I think they ended up changing it to be sort of like the show, and they focus on Duel Monsters. The anime is just straight Duel Monsters the whole time, or the main one. There was one that Toei did.
The Battle Brawler. No, not Battle Brawlers.
No.
The Dice one.
No, there's season 0. I think Toei did that one. I forget who, or did Toei do the main one? I don't remember. But they did the season 0, which is like the manga. And then they released the Yu-Gi-Oh! Show that everyone knows. Your move, your move, your move, your move, your move. Yeah, that one got released, and that's the one that's just basically Duel Monsters.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Goated show.
But it's hectic. Like this, Kaiba is by far my favorite character in that show.
I like Pegasus. Was it Pegasus?
Pegasus, yeah. I just remember there's a part where
Pink suit with his
a guy
fucking
comes
eye.
up. A guy comes up to shoot Kaiba or Mokuba or someone, and he throws a card into the hammer of the gun so it can't shoot, and he just like knocks them out. He's a fucking badass.
It's very much anime pretty boy though.
Oh, not even pretty boy. He just does what he wants.
Fucking epic.
Yeah. No, I don't. Going back to our original topic, I can't think of many anime games that are like,
There
can't
isn't
look
any.
forward to playing.
All right,
Solo leveling is one of those games for me at the moment.
all right. We're gonna have to cut it there because Ben's camera has just died.
Yay.
Shut up. We'll talk about it again later because I'd like to. But all right. See everyone, and if there's something you've got to say, Brock.
We will save it there.
All right. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.